What's poppin', everybody? It's a Cerebro54. It's been a few days since my last upload. I know, I'm sorry about that. Couldn't really help it. I've been making a lot of videos for Alpha Trading card games now too. We made some celebrations, openings on different products. I believe he should still be editing them, and we're gonna make a new channel that's gonna be based on Pokemon openings and maybe more. Who knows? I don't know yet. He's gonna tell me. But been working on that. I also had another problem, so that took some time as well. And that's not the only thing, of course. I got Pokemon TCG being a pain in my ass as well. I got a triple feature for you guys today, but it's really only 2 matches. Even so, stay until the end. You guys are going to see a little surprise, you could say. So, triple feature, but technically it's just 2 real matches. And we're using the Sandaconda deck, like I told you guys. Testing this deck a little bit. Well, not really testing, just using it. I know that it's very difficult to make work, especially these days with Volcarona. That deck is just so much and expanded. You got other crazy ass decks. I've been seeing a lot of Electrode with Mew Giratina. Also been seeing Mewtwo, Darkness. Just some very explosive, fast ass decks, broken ass decks that should be checked. A lot of the cards used there should have been checked ages ago. But anyway, my opponent opened up with this Manaphy there, and I got my Mew, I guess, to serve as a decoy there. Got two Duskulls and a Sandaconda, and we don't have anything else going on in hand, so hopefully something good happens next turn, like a top deck something. Now my opponent, he's clearly using a Ninetales, the Fairy one, tool deck, the one that doesn't need any energy to attack. I forgot which set it comes from. I think it might be like Forbidden Light or whatever. But the point is that you try and discard as many tools as you can, and then use that Ninetales to attack for free and do lots of damage. It's very difficult to work as well. You need just so many tools for that to be good. It's not like, the Night March, Map Party, even Lost March decks where it has that 20 timer. It is only a 10 timer, so if you discard like 10 tools, you're just doing 100 damage, not 200. So it's definitely weaker than those other decks when it comes to damage. It needs just a lot of resources to work. You don't need to use an energy, but it's a stage 1 too. So difficult. He discarded a lot of stuff there, but now I know his hand. He doesn't have much. Got the Dark Invitation Dusknoir out. So what I'm going to do, I don't have much going on either. So we're just going to pass the turn. And it works out for me because he has this Manaphy there. It's sort of stuck. If he doesn't have any energies in the deck, he needs a switching outlet to switch that card. But I don't know if he has, and if he does have, like he discarded a lot of them. Like I'm pretty sure he discarded like all of the float stones, a few air balloons, I think. So that dude might just be stuck there, and he would rely on me killing it to get his main attacker active. So Ninetales, Vulpix evolve into the Ninetales, so he has his main Pokemon out, but nothing else. And I finally see an energy here. It's what I wanted. So we're gonna switch and then make our first attack. Pretty terrible start for me, but this is the reality of a stage 1, stage 2 deck like this that also needs to take up space for healing cards as well. So 60 and 20 on the Ninetales, but I'm going to leave it at that. My plan now is to just get the Sinister Hand Dusknoir, and I'm just going to move the damage counters from the Manaphy, or Phione, I guess, kill the threats, I guess, which isn't really too much of a threat. You would only be doing like 150 damage maybe. But nevertheless, that's what we're going to do. He didn't play the Dodani down, which I guess he should have. I mean, the Path to the Peak was going to negate his effect, so normally it'd be a waste to play it down. But since I got the Dark Invitation Dusknoir, I mean, you might as well play it. Now you got 3 damage on it as well. So it's the same result. More damage counters for me to utilize. And that's basically what we're going to do. I'm not going to kill the Phione there. He thought I was going to kill it, even played down the lucky egg on it. But no, we're just going to take our time. Eventually, I am going to top deck something. I mean, if he does get something else to switch, then good for him, I guess. But if he can't get anything, then I'm just going to get the Dusknoir Sinister hand out and then kill off his attackers while the Fiona is stuck there. So we get an N. Okay, that's kind of tricky. I don't want to help him out, but I think we're just going to do that anyway. It's much better for me than him. I just need to get the Sinister Dusknoir out, and we're going to be able to do it. I got the computer search, so I can get the Dusknoir in hand. So good. Discard the Nest Ball, discard the Corina, and we are going to get this nasty Sinister Hand Dusknoir. Just so good. I mean, these days this card is more than fair. With the pain in the ass it is to use a stage 2 like this. So this is what we're gonna do now. Move the damage. I guess I'm gonna kill off the Vulpix first before it can evolve. Put the rest on the Ninetales and then rinse and repeat on the next turn. So pretty nice plan, don't you think? I sort of checked him. He shouldn't have discarded all of his switching cards. Like, you should never leave yourself open to something like that. So he surrendered. That was pretty easy. So easy victory for Sandaconda VMAX and Dusknoir. So game 2. Let's see what our opponent is going to be running this time. Mr. Panda Dragon V1 or whatever. So call the coin flip, and it's his choice, I guess. It's going to force me to play first. I don't like that, but it can work out. I mean, if we open with Sandaconda, see an energy, got the VMAX in hand, then it kind of works out if you can get an opening like that. But most of the time, it doesn't work out like that. So he opened up with a double V. Now this is kind of good. It's good because he's weak to fighting, so I can get extra damage on it. But it's bad in the sense that this is a dangerous revenge Pokemon mid to late game. So I guess I'm going to have to be careful around it. But with Dusknoir, I think we should be okay. So Welder is going to attach those fire energies onto it. Okay, so straight up, went for the third one too. And Blazeful GX. You won't find many people using this sort of Pokemon these days. I think it's basically, it got replaced by Volcarona. That deck is just too much. It didn't even cross my mind that that sort of card was going to become its own deck. I thought it was going to be a great Pokemon to include in like the Blazeful decks, the regular ones, as a way to get back your fire energies and do a lot of damage instead of using like Victini Prism. Basically the same thing. But I guess it sort of escaped me that you can use like Zipstrika, discard all of your energies, discard everything, and then just try and just consistently dump 50 fire energies and then get 1-hit KOs turn after turn. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. We all make mistakes. So thankfully he's not using that, although I did beat that with this deck. It's not really a good matchup. They usually have to brick, or you are just open the nuts on them. It's the only way. And even then, it's just, you probably lose more than you'd win. But since he's not using that, he's going for Blazeful GX, the older one. This should be a pretty fair matchup. This guy can also get like a 1-hit KO on a good day against us, but it's not going to be as easy. And I'm just going to be spreading damage and then make sure all the threats are dead before they can do much. So Tapu Lele GX, this might be good next turn. Got the VS Seeker too, but we'll see. And he decided to confuse me. Quite annoying, but another reality of Blazeful. So I got a choice here. I'm going to play the Tapu Lele GX first so that we don't negate our own ability. Get Corina. Just so that I can get my switch guaranteed. Get the Sandaconda VMAX 2, and we're gonna go for it and not really draw a lot of stuff, but I want to keep the pressure going, keep the damage coming. So now we're gonna counter his stadium with Path to the Peak, switch, a little Dusknoir with a float stone. Or actually, I can just promote the other one and just go for samples that way. And that's gonna be it for our turn. More damage. The Blacephalon is almost gonna die basically. And I guess he can try and do the same trick as before, but I can use Via Seeker and get Karina and do the same trick as before. I think we should have another switch ready to go. So he's gonna go for Juniper now, discard a lot of stuff. And what are you gonna try and do? I haven't taken any prizes yet, so that bull is not dangerous. I mean, he has a bunch of stuff that, okay, the Reshiram isn't too dangerous, but it could potentially be. I can control the damage on it though, so even the outrage attack, I don't care about it. So he's gonna use Kramra V, it would seem. He decided to switch, and he played the Crobat. That was a misplay. Got Path to the Peak, my guy. So that's good for me. He made the mistake there. Like I said, we all make mistakes. He made a mistake right here in this match. I made a mistake not thinking Volcarona V was going to be a deck on its own. But, you know, sometimes it's just when you look at a card on paper, you don't think of all the combinations. Like a Pokemon like Zipstrika, even though it's an ability draw Pokemon, it's not something that's going to be the first Pokemon that's going to come to my mind because it's a very specific sort of Pokemon. Discard your whole hand to draw 4 isn't that great. I mean, it just works out in the case with Volcarona here. They just work well together, brokenly together actually. Okay, now we got our Dusknoir out. So now this should be basically my game. I can choose who to kill. I can even kill like the double, but actually the dude, his ability is going to block my dude. Oh, actually no, I've got the Path to the Peak, so it's going to be negated. So we can choose to kill it, or I can choose to kill the Blacephalon. And I think I'm just going to kill the Blacephalon because it can be more of a pain in the ass Pokemon with that confusion. Get rid of it, and then even if I get 2 prizes, double just isn't too dangerous. It would be doing like 180 damage. So we're good. We should be good. I could have tried and kill it, but we're just gonna go for Blacephalon. So put 160 on it, and then let's put the rest on double. So 160, make sure everything is correct. And Sand Pulse for the finishing touch. Okay. So I guess his plan isn't completely worthless, putting the Cramrat in the active position there. It does sort of negate some of my damage with that minus 30 for fighting resistance. But I mean, at this point, I got perfect control. Like, you gave me too much time. Against slow decks that can't really kill us off quick, then we are going to be good because it's just you collect your pieces for this powerful combo. It's powerful, but it's just too slow and just bricks so much. So now he used the double, kind of obvious. I mean, with the weakness, I don't even need to fuck around with like Dusknoir. Get the Dark Invitation one out as well. And I mean, do you got anything? You got this Vulpix, even more free damage on your board. It's basically game. Like, there's already so much damage on his board. He doesn't really have anything that can threaten me. This Sandaconda is probably going to die if I don't heal it. And we can't really do that because I don't have an energy. So I'm just gonna get rid of your tools. I mean, that was kind of stupid. I'm not going to survive even if I do that, but Maybe I will see a supporter after I get some kills. That Vulpix is going to be an easy prize, and can we just kill the Crobat too? And I mean, he surrendered anyway, so it's whatever. Okay, so this wasn't very difficult at all, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I was to play against some of those super crazy decks like the Mewtwo with Moltres, Galarian Moltres, Weavile GX, and all that turbo shit, then you're not gonna go far anyway. Okay, and now here is the little extra present I have for you guys. This is a so-called match against a prick. It's the best way to call them. So this match is going super fast. I sped it up because what this guy did, obviously, he's using this Feromasa, Marshadow, Latios, bullshit ass deck. You guys know how it is. I hate this fucking deck probably more than any deck I've hated in my life. And that's saying something. And the Rescue Carrier makes this shit even more broken. It's just like I say, it's just they can ban the cards, they can do what they're going to do. They're just going to print more cards. They're going to come into the expanded format, and the shitty decks are just going to evolve and adapt. So this guy, he's doing his shit. I'm obviously swearing him off 50 billion times because I hate this fucking shit. I hate this deck, and I'm pissed off at the people that use it, but if it's available and they can use it, they're going to use it. It's just the Pokemon company that needs to fix this shit. So I'm swearing him off, and this motherfucker, he probably realized that he wasn't going to be able to win because I've opened up with this Sandaconda V. Now, normally, if he had Feromasa GX, it would have been easy because of the grass weakness. So this is what he should have tried to do. Like, use a Super Scoop Up or the Scoop Up Cyclone since he had that, and get Feromasa GX in the active position. And now he's taking his sort of revenge, telling me he's loving this, but it's just some nonsense. He probably realized he's not going to win, so he's doing all this shit. And what he's going to do, and why this video was 10 minutes, 11 minutes long, and I had to speed it up, is this prick. This is the type of prick that represents this sort of deck. Like, this is the type of person we're talking about. He's going to play every one of those billions of items and shitty cards he has in his deck. Slowly, just play one card, not do anything until TCG Online gives you the timer. If you guys don't know, if you are idle for too long in TCG Online, you get like a 15 seconds warning, and if you don't do anything, you lose. So what this guy's going to do to slow the game down and sort of waste both of our time is going to be playing one card, not do anything, wait, and then play another item. So then the timer resets, and the timer resets. So what would normally be a shitty duel that is going to take like 5 minutes to play all of his shitty cards, it's going to be 11 minutes. So I sped it up. You guys can see how much of a prick this guy was. It was just another match. It's not really a match, but it was just another, I guess, match game that I played with Sandaconda. And, I mean, normally you'd be dead if you open with Sandaconda or Duskull against these guys. That's why it's such a pain to get matches with this deck. But I was fortunate enough. He didn't get the Feromasa GX, or didn't realize that's what he should have done. So even with all of the extra plus power shit, Zigzagoon damage counter shit, and the Marshadow muscle ban on too, he can't do enough damage. Like, I played against this fucking deck enough times to know they can't really do like 220, 210 damage easily. I think even 200 maybe, or even 190. It's just, they can't do it. It's very difficult, if not impossible. If you like do all the calculations, I wouldn't know. But I noticed that if I open with at least one big guy, even if I don't have a second Pokemon, it's usually enough if you're not weak to them, like the type. So this is what he's doing, this fucking prick right here. This is what you're enabling the Pokemon Company. So this guy, he knows he's not going to win. So he decides to troll me back since I was swearing him off in the beginning. So he's playing a single card. There it is. Judge Whistle, draw your card. Wait for a minute until he gets the timer and he doesn't have a choice. And then he's going to play the next card and the next card. And he's dragging the game as long as he can possibly drag it. Because he knows he's going to lose. And this deck, it's all about trolling. These fuckers use this. They want to get like an easy win, or they want you to just scoop immediately when you see the shit because you know it's bullshit. This is what they do. It is a sorry excuse for a deck. It shouldn't even be called that. Oh my god. But anyways, he finally ended his turn. He couldn't get the win, and I was going to troll the shit back at him and just take forever to make a move, but he scooped immediately. So that's what you get. Felt so good, you fucking bitch. And we got a GG, I guess. We got the victory. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, these matches, and I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe, leave a like, share this video with your friends. That's what's up.